We remember Essa, we met in El Salvador. 1 month later, we met again in Lima, where we spent the next 3 weeks exploring Peru. We separated again for 5 days. She stayed in Cusco while I traveled to Puno and Copacabana. We are now in Bolivia, traveling together for the next 7 days. Essa and I met up in La Paz, Bolivia. I actually arrived a day earlier. I spent the day walking around the city.
I don't know why, but I just bought a rose. I mean, it had a yarn. It's so pretty. It's only like $2. Yes, I came to a chicken place and got salad and coleslaw.
The next day when Essa arrived, we spent the day riding cable cars, trying to find the best view of La Paz. That very night, we took a bus to Uyuni, as we were worried that we would be short on time since I had a flight out in 7 days and we wanted to do a 3-day tour to the salt flats. It is 6:30 a.m. As soon as we got off the bus, tour guides were swarming us, trying to sell us their tours. We ended up paying 800 Bolivianos, which is about 150 Canadian dollars. I got scammed into paying an extra $10, but we won't get into that. And just like that, we started our tour 4 hours at 10:30 a.m. First stop was the train graveyard, then the famous salt flats where we took those popular perspective pictures and videos. I couldn't get over how hilarious this process was. The New Paz Salt Flats was next. This area of the Salt Flats was a pile of cactuses. We saw the sunset on the part of the Salt Flats where water was still there. Unfortunately, it was too windy and we couldn't see the reflection of the water, creating the largest mirror in the world. The second day, we started our tour by visiting a ghost town. This used to be a hub for people to refill the coals for the train. However, as technology got better over the years, this wasn't needed anymore. Rocks that looked like animals. White beach. The water was still frozen and they were flamingos. Red beach. The tour guide lied and said there was a coffee shop at the top of the mountain. There wasn't. But there was a nice view though. Hot spring, geyser, or volcanic pools? I'm not really sure what to call this. At the end of the night, there was this wonderful idea to go to a natural hot spring overlooking the stars. Doesn't this sound romantic? I regretted this decision as soon as I got into the water. It was so cold and windy, tiny rocks were hitting my head. Luckily, I had a hat on, but my neck was still freezing. Once I was done, I had to get out of the freezing cold water, change, then walk back 10 minutes in the freezing dark to get back to the hotel. In a couple of days, I'll try to remember only the good parts of this.
Bathing suit's frozen.
On the very last day, we saw some more rock formations and drove more south to the border of Chile, where we dropped off some of the passengers from the tour. It probably would have been smarter for me to get off here and go to Santiago than for me to go all the way back to La Paz and take a flight from there. So yes, the same night we took a bus back to La Paz. In the last few days in Bolivia, we visited Valle De Las Animas and biked down 80 kilometers on Death Road. This was one of my favorite tours. It was both scary and full of adrenaline. Essa, on the other hand, hated this tour, but she managed to complete the whole journey. What makes Death Road so dangerous is because of the fog, landslide, cascade, and cliffs that drop 2,000 feet at every turn. Yep, I biked through that and it took 4 to 5 hours. At the end, we had a buffet lunch and the option of swimming. I just took a shower and called it a day.
Everyone's drying their shoes. Nice pool after a nice long bike ride. I'm gonna shower now because I'm disgusting right now.